Welcome to Hearing the Stories of Our Health, Perspectives of First Nations, Métis, and Inuit Youth, a podcast series produced by the National Collaborating Centre for Indigenous Health, in partnership with Birchbark Collaborative. My name is Victoria Grisdow, and I am the host of this podcast. From May to July of 2025, 13 Indigenous youth came together in Winnipeg, Prince George, and Ottawa to develop digital stories on what health means to them. This podcast isn't a polished studio production, it's real talk. It's about Indigenous youth reflecting on their lives, their communities, and what health really means to them in a world that often forgets to ask them. In this episode, Inuit youth Jeremy Hague spoke about the health risks of cigarettes and the importance of being healthy. First, can you introduce yourself, including your name, community, and age?
My name is Jeremy. I am from Toronto, but my mom is from Iqaluit, Nunavut, and my dad is from Vancouver, Canada. I'm 17, and I currently live in Ottawa, and my nationality is Inuk.
And can you tell me about your future goals?
My future goals are being able to just cook up nice meals for literally everyone, and just to live a good life.
And could you tell me what your digital story is about?
My digital story is about cigarette health and like how they're bad for your body. It's mainly about the statistics and how dire just smoking a cigarette and how they don't affect you at the start, but just 3 years in, your lungs could be very messed up.
I think that's a very important topic, especially for youth and the rise of like vaping and cigarette use again.
Yeah.
What is important to you about your health as an Inuit youth?
I feel like part of my strength is good for my health, because my culture revolves a lot around hunting and whatnot, just about being out in the land, and I feel like a lot of my health is just being physically correct, and smoking cigarettes is not a good part of that.
Is connecting with your culture and being a part of that important to you about your health?
I'd say so, because for a healthy mind, I feel like you would need to be a part of your culture a lot. Just like conversing around with your family and friends.
Yeah. I think that definitely is a component that helps balance like the spirit and mind and body. Do you have any other things that are important to you about your health as an Indigenous youth?
I feel like my whole mental well-being too. Just being around people who don't smoke and see how they just can be around not thinking about cigarettes is kind of weird to me, because I'm just too addicted to them and want to stop.
Did the workshop impact the way that you think about health?
It did, because a bit before this workshop, I didn't know too much about cigarettes, and I just wanted a new thing to work on, and I haven't really searched up any of the statistics about how bad cigs can be, but this really opened my mind towards it.
Okay. And so this made you kind of like make that decision to want to quit?
Yeah. I've noticed I've put down cigs way more this week. Like, I've smoked less.
Yeah, now that you like educated yourself on it and you like have that information. And how was the workshop experience for you?
I'd say it was pretty fun. Good learning opportunities, nice chances to talk with new people, and just learn new things about health.
And were there any like skills that you were excited to learn, or that you...
I loved learning about the editing program. That was pretty cool. I didn't know Final Cut Pro existed.
Yeah, you were going pretty heavy with all the like special effects. It was really cool to see.
I really liked just moving everything around. It just looks cool doing anything on editing programs.
Yeah.
Because you don't really see that in your day-to-day life. You see the finished product on literally everything.
Yeah, that's fair. You don't get to see like how things are actually being made or what work is going into that.
Exactly.
Did you have any part of like the video editing that was like your favorite to learn about?
I would say the audio bit, just cutting all making sure the mic is correct, and just narrating. I think it's pretty nice and calming too.
And if you did another digital story about health, would there be anything else you'd want to say? Any other stories you'd have to share?
I feel like diet for me would be one thing. I don't eat enough. I find myself most of the days, because in the breakfast, I always forget breakfast. And every time I come here, you guys remind me to eat, which is pretty nice.
And is there anything else you'd like to share with any other Indigenous youth who watch your video?
I feel like you should just put cigarettes down if you're a smoker like me. I've been trying to do that, but it's kind of hard. I feel like if you want to quit, just try lessening it so your body still has it, but like it's not just completely gone. And then at one point you could just be like, meh, these don't feel the same anymore, and get rid of it.
There are a lot of also supports to get like smoking management. Yeah, I think that's a very important message and super relevant in today's day and age for youth to know and to hear. So thank you for sharing that with us in your digital story.
Awesome.
And so last question, just did you have any like final thoughts that you wanted to share about health or the workshop or anything in between?
My final thought is it's hard to stay healthy, but once you are healthy, it's very easy to keep it healthy. And if you're just not healthy in this world, I feel like it would be a bit harder to just make friends, you know? Because then your mind wouldn't be thinking all good. That's my final message.
Yeah, being healthy is super important. To hear more podcasts in this series, head to the Hearing the Stories of Our Health, Perspectives of First Nations, Inuit and Métis Youth on the National Collaborating Center for Indigenous Health website, NCCIH.ca. Music on this podcast by DJ Taj Rashid is licensed and royalty-free under Final Cut Pro software used as part of this project. Finally, a special thanks to the TD Foundation for generously supporting this project.